What is going on, everyone? It's TK and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you this crazy strategy with the furnace charges. Now guys, I saw this on Shock's channel and obviously I'm gonna link down his channel down below, but this is becoming kind of crazy and at the same time it's actually quite funny to see how this tube just come out of nowhere again and is back in maybe the meta. I don't know, it's more like a fun strategy. Obviously it's something that is super simple, it works, and why not bring it on YouTube? Obviously I'm gonna show you like how you can use this strategy with this exact same equipment. I'm gonna also tell you if you don't have certain equipments upgraded, like for example the king abilities, you can move it around. So some people like to have the snake bracelet with the spiky ball, but I would suggest you to have these exact abilities, and I think a lot of you have already done upgrading your this like equipment basically. Now on the queen, a lot of you might not have the giant, so what I would suggest you is the healer puppet. Is basically the same way, it helps that queen like kind of stay alive. And if you don't have the magic mirror, well then I would recommend you to either go for that, you know, frozen arrow, or you can go with that giant arrow for activation of those invisibility towers and basically getting some funnel and value. Now for the warden, you can see we have the two simplest equipments. You probably already have those upgraded. If you don't, it's also fine. And for the RC, we are gonna have the hog puppet with that kind of electro boots, and this is how the equipments go. Let me change back my queen equipments and we're gonna dive into some of my replays and a live attack afterwards. So guys, here we are, and I've actually challenged myself 3 times with this army and I tripled 3 times. This is basically showing how fast you can like kind of get into this, you know, army. And obviously it's like my first time using the furnace with clone spells, and I actually make a lot of mistakes throughout these challenges, but then the more I go and do more attacks, I become better. Now the key thing is, obviously if the CC is like this much to the outside, you don't want to really go like dive into it. Otherwise, if the CC was a bit deeper, like where the monolith is, which I think it's the original base, so if this was too like otherwise, I would have done that warden walk on the top side behind 2 of the spitters. But on here, this was the most valuable area to start the warden. You can see we want to have a few furnaces on the side and a few on the other side, a few with the warden at the start and then a few at the like the center where the warden is going, and you want to clone them into the damage, where in this space we have the town hall. I really wanted to get it, but my clone spells weren't perfect. Now guys, don't let your warden go too deep into the base. Drag him with the RC, and on the opposite side, go with that siege barracks, and maybe kind of like just like one maybe furnace with the siege barracks. It always works really good. And then you want to have 1 or 2 furnaces then with your RC and the warden side, so you can funnel those both sides together and get the value, king and queen ability together. And at this point you're like, hold on, who's getting the town hall? Well guys, we got 4 furnaces going to try their best and getting that town hall. Once you have a few shots of the furnaces, the town hall HP will go down by itself. Now we do have the giant and the magic mirror. You can see how much powerful they can be together and completely smashed through that side. RC and Warden managed to stay alive for a slight bit of longer to get some more value, and now this is where the town hall will start to die out. As I said, this is my first ever challenge with this army, and it's even coming really close. Let me put it on like ×2 for you. It's coming really close, but then the more we go, you're gonna see the more crazier it gets, and then we're gonna do a live attack so I can like give you my thoughts in live action. But this is only how the super minions is going to get this space. I know it doesn't look too crushing, don't worry, we'll get to the challenges, but obviously this is my first challenge. Let me show you the chat right here, because it's an active clan, so it might go up, and here is where, okay, you can see like no challenges from me on the top side, you can see literally, and then on the lower side we have literally 1 challenge. That was the first base we saw, and then the second base is my own maxed out base, which I even put 2 of these spitters to the opposite side of where we're gonna start again, and also I put so many of these statues. So what we're going to do is to grab the monolith with our clone spell and these little furnaces. Just watch out. You can have other pets with the warden if you're currently running that sneezy and upgrading it, basically that's what I'm trying to say. But you need to watch out which pet you're taking. Usually The poison lizard is okay, it can kill the heroes really quickly for you. And just notice how I'm dropping these furnaces. The way they're set up is they give a slight bit of funnel on the side, and then there's a few that goes into the core. But I cloned the boogers, and I was, you know what, let's just clone the boogers and get the monolith done and dusted with, which I think in our case is not gonna happen, but eventually it will drop. Now this is where whenever you see the value is being set for you, the core is down, you need to drag the warden or start your attack, one of the two. So we're gonna start dragging the warden and then starting my main Sui on the top hand side. Just make sure you drop some furnaces with your, you know, kind of siege barracks. Maybe one is enough, and then one or two for the lower side. They will help the RC and the warden. On the top side, my king and queen will come back down, and we are going full on opposite side of the town hall, just because I do not care. We want to see the power of the strategy, and we want to get our triples. So the king ability unfortunately doesn't open this wall and doesn't give the furnaces, the kind of splitters access to the queen. And now with the RC ability, we have one more invisibility to try to protect this kind of like I would say army or heroes or whatever that is going through the base. And that's basically the main goal of the invisibilities. Either keep the warden alive if he's under so much damage, keep your queen alive, keep your RC alive, just like this. So you want to have these little things going around. Now we have the king on the outside, the warden here on the outside, nothing left on this base except the town hall. And this is the thing, like with finishing on the town hall, usually it's the one at the end of the base. But I ran out of those furnaces a lot earlier than I thought I would have. So at the end, we're not having anything else that can actually provide either tanking or bring damage. So the warden will be the one to finish this base off. Gonna put it on ×2 for you so you don't get bored, you know, obviously. And this is how the next one is going to finish. Our warden, at the start it starts, and then at the end it finishes. It's crazy, and it's actually quite insane how powerful the army is. But for our last replay and then diving into a live attack, I want to show you my other maxed out base. So this one, you can see the value is in the core. What you need to do to drop those clone spells and get the core, at least a slight bit of core, and then have the warden with the RC just drag him out of the way and go around the base. On the other side, you're gonna do the same thing. So more on these furnaces, what you want to really do is firstly to drop a few behind the warden, then you want to drop a few on the side of the warden. Once the warden goes forward, or for example you're into mortars, make sure the mortars are tanked before you drop more of the furnaces. And once the sides are slight bit of funneled, you want to drop 2 more furnaces behind the warden where you originally started. These are the ones that are going to go for the core and is going to help you out. But look at this, like let me just zoom out a bit. Look at that, man. It's crazy how these work. Now my warden is kind of getting dragged to the left. We do have a Tesla that is popped. If there was no Teslas, I would have cloned slight bit of like on this Archer tower. We would still get to the core. Once you know the clone is working, go with that rage spell, absolutely crush the core. But obviously sometimes because of the spitters and scattershot both being in the core, you not get a perfect value. But don't worry, your RC and warden will eventually path there. So we have again 1 furnace and the siege barracks. We have 1 more furnace here to help our RC, and then the last furnaces are still providing tanking. King and queen, unfortunately king is gonna leave my queen here, so the damage will be a lot on my queen. So make sure you're ready for that. Make sure you go with invisibilities whenever your heroes are just about to die or half HP. It works really well to switch the targets from them into other heroes or furnaces. And now it's where I want to pop the king ability so it drags my queen later out of that compartment. Also, RC got the town hall, so now we are here with a very heavy back end. And it doesn't matter, we got the queen with the magic mirror and the giant, so they can do so much value and they can get so much, I would say, damage output. And yeah, that's basically how the strategy works. Let me know if it's too simple and if you want to give it a go, because obviously this is the type of strategy everyone is looking for. Simple, spammy, and interesting and fun. Obviously a lot of people enjoy the dragons, but you may get bored eventually. And this could be a really fun thing. Maybe your next war you can actually flex to your clanmates. Guys, I found a new strategy. 14 of these furnaces, and let's dive into our war attack. You're gonna show confidence with this army, and obviously It's just amazing how it works. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and give a challenge and we'll see how that goes. So here we are, and I'm going to hit my own base that I built before, and this is one of those bases that you see a lot, and it's double rage. So let's get into it. So what we're going to do is to go from opposite side of the town hall, not completely opposite side, but it's the less riskier approach than going into double race tower, obviously spitters and everything pointing at you, and from the top side we can actually clear quite a lot. So let's go with the warden, wait for this sneezy to drop that and then drop the healers. So what I'm gonna do now is to go with 2 furnace here, 2 furnace there, and 1 in the middle. They will get some value. Let's switch to the siege barracks for now. Let the warden go forward, and I'm gonna drop 1 more of these furnaces here and another one like here, so they can get some value. Let's drop 2 in the middle so they can go for the monolith, because that is the main goal. We want to drag the clone into that base and hopefully it will all be fine. Let's drop 1 more here. We're going to make the warden invisible. He's going too much damage. Let's see this little detail. Come on guys. Yes, nice. Go to the monolith. Beautiful. Let's get the clone going and let's get it to the town hall. Let's go like this. Hopefully the clone will actually work. I'm not too sure. Maybe. I don't know. Let's drag the warden. Let's drop a few of these here. And then we're going to go with siege barracks. 1 of these here. And then king, queen with a wall breaker. And let's drop 1 more here. Okay, that should be fine. RC, we need to kind of have a little bit of RC walk inside this rage tower because there's way too much damage. Let's make the king invisible. I need his ability for later. And now we can have, let's see, okay. RC, let's pop your ability. Let's pop the warden because it gives us a few damage. Let's open the wall for the queen because it's important. We have some nice tanking. Let's see what we can do with it. CC comes out. We still got the queen ability. Warden is still gonna go nicely with those healers. Let's drop some. We can't drop any cleanup. Let's drop a wall breaker here maybe. Queen, I'm gonna pop your ability so her HP stays up. If that raged scatter shot us, it would be the end of my queen. There is no way she can generate back the HP, but now she's nearly full HP to now negate that minion prince, which is the main goal now at the end. Oh no, the warden died. Okay. Oh, he's alive. He is alive, boys. Let's see. Okay, where is my furnaces? I have to have better timing with the way I drop the furnaces, as in, it's like, yeah, at the end you can see we don't have many and I want to have a few more at the end. So drop the last and basically latest furnaces slightly delayed, okay, so you can get more value for the back end. As you can see, every attack we are like having not much of those fire mites on the back end, just because, well, we're using everything at the other side. And yes, we're going to absolutely crush this space. Obviously, nothing too crazy. As I said, the army is really, really cool. It's really nice and it's fresh, which is the most important one. Now, let's go and see if anyone challenged anything in the chat. Maybe we can actually, yes, let's just attack this. I don't know the base. We're just going to dive in. Let's see what it is. Opposite side, just like how I wanted it. Nice. So, we are going to have warden walk here. We can have furnaces around the warden, no high, like I would say range targeting defense, and then we're gonna clone into the base and then drag the warden out of it, because you don't want to go with the warden into that core. No way you want to do that. So let's go with the warden. Oh no, oh, I accidentally dropped him a bit more to the side. I didn't want to do that. Let's go with 2 of these here, 2 of these here. We can have 1 more on the top side, and let's keep it for now. The warden, okay, we can clone, start to clone basically. No, Booger, don't get please, please, for the love of God, no flipping way. We do not want to do that, boys. Let the boogers like die, and we have to see where the warden is going, guys. Let the boogers die. Oh my God, they're not dying. Crazy. Wait, warden, no. Keep being alive, please. We have to make him invisible again. I'm going to drag him out of there so we can clone these stuff really quickly. We need to make sure. 2 clones, please, 1 of them, go, please. Warden, don't die on me. Don't you dare die on me. I'm gonna make him invisible because it's close to the ricochet cannon. I don't know how that's gonna go. Let's go with the siege barracks. We're gonna go with the queen and the king. Warden ability goes off. And let's see, man. Okay, we got more of these. Actually, I kind of messed up with the, like, these furnace drops. Oh yeah, I messed it up a lot. Let's have a few here maybe, and a few like there. Oh wait, guys, I forgot the healers. No way. I'm saying, why is my warden just getting so much damage? Guys, you probably saw those healers from the beginning and you're laughing at me now. Okay, how can we... Let's drop some healers here, I guess. I mean, yeah, what can we do? Let's pop the queen ability. Come on, king, what can you do for me? Let's pop that wall breaker. Guys, imagine we still get this and I swag the healers. That's just crazy. That is actually quite crazy if we get this. There's no way. I don't think there's a way. You guys think? Oh my days. We just swagged healers and we nearly got this base. Please don't tell me it's a 1-star at least. I don't know, boys. I do not know. Wait, that ricochet cannon can't one-shot them? Maybe that's a bug. I do not know, guys. But holy, you guys seeing the value we get? It's crazy. I wish I could have hit that base again because this is another player. It's not my account. It's just someone else. And I don't think they're online to even challenge it anymore. But holy value without healers. That's crazy. Let's just end this one. And yeah, I mean, obviously that would be it for the video. I don't want to take it too long, but obviously you guys got the idea of it, okay? So make sure you use this strategy, and big shout out again to Shock, and also the main kind of, I would say, well, whoever innovated this strategy. I don't know the exact name, but if I found it, I will put it on the screen, of course, and you can see if they have a channel or something. But big shout out to everyone who found this strategy, and I was able to give it a go. This is going to be again the main army. Obviously, you can do some changes regarding the bases. If there is like 4 heroes at the same area and you want to do a ward walk, take some headhunters maybe or something. So obviously you can go around with that. And yes, again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more. And obviously I have a very interesting surprise coming in the future for you. Also, make sure to use code TK in the Blueprint store. If you're going to purchase anything, it will give you a 10% discount and it will help me out a lot. And hopefully I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care and peace.